jumper, no good. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Timothy Mozgov. That'll be his second foul of the game. J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland.
J.R. Smith.
Milwaukee leading by 5. And it's Rose penetrating. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And Cleveland making a change here. Jones is checked in. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes them tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Here's Barnes following the basket by LeBron James. And stolen by LeBron. Unloads from 9, and they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, a bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
Curry can't get it to go.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Milwaukee.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Another thing they've done tonight well is share the ball. So many of their points have come off of good, crisp passes.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And Jordan sends it back. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life. Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Curry passes to Barnes. Outside for Curry. Here's Clark. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And now it's a 9-point Milwaukee lead.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead up.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that, I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their... And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Now here's Curry. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Jordan with a screen on Smith. On its way from Curry. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Olajuwon. LeBron James is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Harden, and it's Rose in at the 1 spot.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
LeBron against James. Here's Aldridge. Harden inside the three-point line. They get the rebound. The kick out to Rose. Olajuwon inside. Guarded by Marion. The second chance effort, and Olajuwon finishes inside. Olajuwon's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Milwaukee. No one near James as he lets it go. No good on the three.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
The defense keeps coming up short. Just no solution for Hakeem Olajuwon. He's got 8 points and 2 steals.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Sean Marion. And Olajuwon drops them both. Cleveland trails by 17. Smith outside. They set the pick. And there's Mozgov. That's good on the assist by Smith. 10 points for Timofey Mozgov. Smith against Rose. Olajuwon with a screen on Smith. Out to the wing. Olajuwon dishes to Aldridge. Traps in the tray.
And he's looking to really stretch this lead out. Even with the cushion they have, still letting it fly from long range. Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
James outside. Shumpert up top. Lots of room. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Milwaukee leading by 18. And it's Rose penetrating. And stolen by James.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball secure. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Rose against Smith. Rose kicks to LeBron. Pick by Olajuwon. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Aldridge. And it's good off the back rim and in. Aldridge has got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Here's James, plenty of space. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Screen by Smith. Thompson passes to LeBron. It's stolen by Olajuwon. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Rose, no good. Smith with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's James. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one. Milwaukee leading by 16. James kicks to Rose. Aldridge against Thompson. They grab their own miss. Outside Rose. Stolen by Thompson. Harden against Smith. Here's Mozgov. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Mozgov's got 10 points here in the second half. Here's Milwaukee now. From deep three-point range, Harden gets the bucket. And Milwaukee leads by 17.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Yeah, you got that right. I mean, you got it real right. They are lighting it up from beyond.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland. A different look for Milwaukee. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Thompson against Green. Shumpert dishes to LeBron. Mozgov, and he banks in the layup.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Curry. And Shumpert pulls it down. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Milwaukee.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
Yeah, they did. Their depth is really one of their greatest attributes.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Harden. He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
What a game for LeBron. 10 points, and he's also been picking up some nice assists here and there, too.
And Clark, that needs to continue. When he has an opportunity to get an open teammate the ball, he has got to make that a priority.
A different look now for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Marion. LeBron comes in for Jones. And it's Shumpert in there for Harris. James against James. The drive by LeBron. And there's the feed to Thompson. That is good.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
And James with the basket on the assist by Elijah.
Yeah, might as well tack on a few more points to the lead, I guess. This is going to be a dominant win for them.
That's the right word for it, Greg. Dominant. This one was as one-sided as we've seen in a while.
LeBron drives in. Really left alone that time.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.